After the fierce battle between countless powerhouses in the Central Plains, news spread across the continent like wildfire. The legendary Ancient Bodhi Tree, an ancient divine existence said to grant enlightenment and power beyond mortal comprehension, had finally revealed itself once more. Countless sects and experts moved like tides toward its location. The allure of this divine treasure was irresistible. Whoever could comprehend under the Bodhi Tree might very well touch the threshold of Dou Sheng and ascend to a higher level of existence. Among those who set out was Xiao Yan, whose journey had already been filled with countless struggles, betrayals, and near-death experiences. Alongside him was Queen Medusa, who, despite her pride and sharp tongue, had chosen to accompany him into this unprecedented trial. For Xiao Yan, this was not merely a chance for power. It was a critical opportunity to break through the bottleneck that had trapped him at the peak of 9-star Dou Zun, and to continue walking the path toward his ultimate dream, to once again make the Xiao clan a name that shook the entire continent. The birth of the Ancient Bodhi Tree. The Ancient Bodhi Tree was not just a relic, it was alive. Its roots spread deep into the spiritual veins of the Central Plains, drawing energy from heaven and earth for countless eras. When it reappeared, it released an aura of serenity mixed with ancient power, like a vast ocean of enlightenment. However, as Xiao Yan and the other powerhouses entered the inner realm of the tree, they soon realized that the sacred land was not as pure as legend had told. Under the influence of the negative emotions left behind by an ancient Dou Emperor, the tree's consciousness had been corrupted. Those who entered were unknowingly drawn into illusions, vast, intricate worlds constructed from their deepest desires and fears. Xiao Yan, through his powerful soul perception, quickly noticed the irregularity. He understood that what he was witnessing was not reality, but a reflection of his own heart. With the help of the Bodhi seed, he broke through the illusion, confronted the polluted consciousness within the Bodhi tree, and used his heavenly flame to purify the malignant will that plagued it. This act not only saved the ancient tree from corruption, but also earned Xiao Yan its gratitude. The ancient Bodhi tree, as a living being with divine wisdom, recognized Xiao Yan's potential and purity of will. As a reward, it offered him the opportunity to comprehend the cycle of reincarnation, 100 lifetimes beneath its divine branches. The 100 reincarnations. Under the ancient Bodhi tree's influence, Xiao Yan's consciousness fell into an endless cycle of rebirth. In his first 50 lives, he was born as an emperor, ruling vast empires, commanding millions, and enjoying every luxury the mortal world could offer. Yet each life demanded that he cultivate from scratch, from an ordinary mortal to Dou Zun, experiencing the endless climb again and again. In his last 50 lives, the script was reversed. Xiao Yan reincarnated as a beggar, a slave, a forgotten child wandering in the cold streets. He experienced hunger, humiliation, despair, and the cruelty of fate. Yet in every life, he rose from nothingness to reach the same peak of Dou Zun through sheer willpower. These 100 lifetimes were not mere illusions. They were true spiritual experiences. Each reincarnation accumulated profound understanding of the human condition, of suffering, of perseverance, and of enlightenment. His soul was tempered again and again, becoming purer, sharper, and infinitely vast. By the end of the 100 lives, his soul strength surged by more than threefold, directly stepping into the threshold of the Emperor Realm Soul, a level few mortals could even comprehend. His understanding of space laws increased dramatically, and within him, the ancient bloodline of the Xiao clan's ancestor, Xiao Yan, was fully awakened. The unseen transformation. During the final cycles, the strain of countless deaths and rebirths nearly tore Xiao Yan's consciousness apart. The weight of 100 lifetimes of memories and emotions pressed on his mind like a mountain. It was in this desperate moment that his bloodline of the Dou Emperor resonated with his soul and activated an instinctive, forced breakthrough. His fighting spirit multiplied tenfold, propelling him to the absolute peak of 9-star Dou Zun, just one step away from the realm of Dou Sheng. At the same time, the Bodhi tree embedded within his heart a Bodhi heart, a divine essence that granted Xiao Yan immortality of spirit and allowed him to continuously absorb spiritual energy directly from heaven and earth. The Bodhi heart also perfectly harmonized with his flame mantra, greatly accelerating his fusion of heavenly flames. By fivefold speed compared to before, by all logic, such tremendous gains should have been enough to push Xiao Yan into the Dou Sheng realm. Yet when he awakened from his meditative trance beneath the ancient tree, he found himself still bound by the limits of Dou Zun. The question arises, why? The reason Xiao Yan did not break through. The answer lies in the very nature of the Dou Sheng realm itself. Becoming a Dou Sheng is not merely about strength or cultivation base. It is a transcendence of essence, requiring perfect harmony between one's fighting spirit, soul, laws, and will of heaven and earth. While Xiao Yan's 100 reincarnations tempered his soul and expanded his understanding, his accumulation, though immense, was not yet completely fused into one seamless whole. Imagine a container overflowing with power, but not yet molded to hold it steadily. Forcing a breakthrough at this stage would have risked instability, potentially crippling his foundation permanently. The Ancient Bodhi Tree's gift was, therefore, both a blessing and a test. It gave Xiao Yan immense potential, but it was up to him to refine, digest, and integrate that potential into true Dou Sheng comprehension. The necessity of stabilization. Each of Xiao Yan's 100 lives gave him insight into power, weakness, pain, compassion, and wisdom. But when he returned to reality, these insights existed as fragments within his soul. To merge them into a single coherent Tao required patience and time. Yao Lao understood this clearly. When Xiao Yan returned to Xingyun Pavilion, his mentor did not urge him to rush into the next realm. Instead, they began meticulous preparations. Together, they refined the Bodhi pill and the Donghua pill, rare alchemical creations designed to stabilize the soul and refine the energy necessary for a flawless breakthrough. For the next 2 years, Xiao Yan entered secluded cultivation. During this time, he gradually absorbed the Bodhi heart's essence, harmonized the chaotic energy within him, and unified the insights from his 100 reincarnations into a single, flawless spiritual foundation. Only after this long, painstaking process, when his fighting spirit, soul, and understanding of space laws reached perfect synchronization, did he attempt the breakthrough again. And this time, the heavens responded. The moment of transcendence. When Xiao Yan finally ignited the final flame of his flame mantra, heaven and earth trembled. His aura surged like a tidal wave, and for the first time, he pierced through the invisible barrier separating mortals from divine beings. The Dou Sheng aura descended, vast and suffocating, as countless powerhouses in the central plains felt the vibration of a new saint's birth. The road to Dou Sheng was not achieved in an instant. It was built upon years of hardship, suffering, enlightenment, and restraint. The 100 reincarnations were not meant to grant him instant ascension. They were meant to prepare his soul to withstand the pressure of sainthood. Thus, Xiao Yan's delay in breaking through was not a sign of failure, but a symbol of true cultivation, the patience to wait until every fragment of power and insight could merge into one seamless, unshakable foundation. In the end, the experience under the Ancient Bodhi Tree became one of the most pivotal turning points in Xiao Yan's life. It deepened his comprehension of the world, strengthened his spirit, awakened his bloodline, and elevated his understanding of the Tao to unprecedented heights. Even though he didn't immediately become a Dou Sheng, that period beneath the Bodhi tree was the seed that allowed him to eventually bloom into a saint whose flame would burn across the heavens. For Xiao Yan, the 100 reincarnations were not a detour. They were destiny's way of forging an unbreakable will, preparing him to shoulder the weight of becoming not just a Dou Sheng, but a legend that transcends the ages.